What's your name?
Tandy. And his name was...
Yeah, Tyrone.
From superheroes to mermaids to Life Size 2, I've got all your scoop on the new shows coming to Freeform right here on the lineup. Hello there, lovely people. What's good? Lisa here with your nugget of pop culture news for the day. With the end of Pretty Little Liars and Switched at Birth this year, Freeform is gearing up for the launch of a bunch of new shows and movies to fill the void for their 2017-2018 TV season. These new programs were presented this week at the Upfronts, where the networks preview their new and returning shows for advertisers, and I'm going to run through them so you can prepare your future TV watching schedule. Now first, in case you missed it, the channel's newest show, Famous in Love, starring Bella Thorne, just premiered, and you can watch that whole first season now on Hulu or the Freeform app, or you can watch it week to week. It's up to you, but it's very similar to what the network did with their sci-fi show Beyond, which will be returning for a season 2 next year. Oh, and it's also been announced that Shadowhunters is getting a season 3, so get ready for more Malik and Clace and all those other ships coming soon. Alright, so the first new show to highlight is called The Bold Type, which I would probably describe as maybe a Carrie Diaries meets Jane by Design meets The Hills. The show gives a behind-the-scenes look at the ladies behind the fictional women's magazine Scarlet. You'll get to follow these Scarlet women who lean on one another as they find their own voices in a sea of intimidating leaders, and as they explore sexuality, identity, love, and fashion. You know, the typical stuff.
I got myself drunk enough to express my emotions.
Are you sure you want to do that right now?
Yes. Gosh, worst pep talk ever.
The show stars American Idol and Faking It alum Katie Stevens, as well as Aisha Dee, Megan Fahey, Sam Page, and Laura Hardin, and will have a 2-hour premiere on July 11th following the return of The Fosters. Now usually this kind of stuff you might not think is my cup of tea, but after watching this trailer, I might have to be checking it out. Plus, I'm a Katie Stevens fan and I miss Faking It a little bit. So The Bold Type is one of the only shows set to premiere in 2017. The rest of these new shows will hit your screens in 2018, but I have a feeling they'll be worth the wait. If you thought mermaids were all like Ariel or Daryl Hannah in Splash, think again. SIREN is a new 1-hour drama that takes you to Bristol Cove, a coastal town known for its legend of once being home to mermaids. Alright, sounds pleasant so far, right? Well, when a mysterious girl arrives and proves this folklore true, the battle between man and sea takes a very vicious turn as these mermaids, who might actually be predatory beings, return to reclaim their right to the ocean. Yeah, it doesn't sound like your typical happy singing mermaid tale to me. Take a look at this.
You're like a little girl.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
We knew something was out there.
And you're sure this is what you think it is?
SIREN stars the Fifth Wave's Alex Rowe as Ben, a young marine biologist, and Aline Powell as Rin, the mysterious new girl in town. Set for a summer 2018 premiere. Now, SIREN seems pretty intense, so let's move on to something on the complete opposite end of the spectrum. Comedy. Alone Together is a half-hour single-camera comedy executive produced by the Lonely Island guys. Yeah, so that means it's gotta be funny already, right? The show stars Esther Pavitsky and Benji Aflalo as, well, Esther and Benji, makes it easy to remember their names, who want nothing more than to be accepted by vain and status-obsessed culture of Los Angeles. Despite their bickering, the two always have each other's backs because, well, they actually have nobody else to hang out with.
You're not a feminist, you're just too lazy to walk.
I wasn't too lazy to smash with a guy last night who's basically Ryan Gosling.
Hey, Esther! Man, Ryan Gosling really let himself go.
Look out for Alone Together in early 2018. Next up, Freeform is getting in on the superhero craze and teaming up with Marvel for not one, but 2 new shows. First, Marvel's Cloak and Dagger stars Olivia Holt and Aubrey Joseph as Tandy Bowen and Tyrone Johnson, 2 teenagers with very different backgrounds who find themselves burdened and awakened to newly acquired superpowers, which are mysteriously linked to one another. So, what are those superpowers? Well, Tyrone, aka Cloak, can engulf others in darkness, while Tandy, aka Dagger, emits light daggers. In the comic books, Cloak can also teleport, and the trailer looks pretty awesome. So Cloak and Dagger is set to air its first 10 episodes in early 2018. Now if that show is a little too dark for your liking but you do like superheroes, then Marvel's New Warriors is for you. The show is a half-hour live action comedic adaptation of the popular Marvel comic that features young adult heroes including fan favorite Squirrel Girl. The show is Marvel's first attempt at a TV comedy series, following in the footsteps of DC, who currently has Powerless on NBC. Marvel's New Warriors follows 6 young people with powers living and working together. Now their powers are a little different than what you're used to seeing in things like the Avengers. The group want to make a difference in the world, but we don't know if the world's actually ready for them, and since they're all still pretty young, they're not quite heroes and not quite super yet, so think of it as a coming-of-age comedy with superheroes. Casting has not yet been announced, but we do know which characters we'll be seeing on the show. The show will include fan favorite Doreen Green, aka Squirrel Girl, who is acrobatic, strong, can fight, and, well, talk to squirrels. Craig Hollis is Mr. Immortal, who is, well, immortal, or so he says. Dwayne Taylor is better known as Night Thrasher, who really actually has no superpowers, but is considered a local celebrity hero with his own YouTube channel. Robbie Baldwin, aka Speedball, can launch kinetic balls of energy. Zach Smith is Microbe, who can, well, talk to germs. And Deborah Field, aka Debris, has low-level telekinetic powers and is a trickster. You can say those are definitely some interesting superpowers that you haven't seen much on the screen. I know I'm excited for this one, and I'm excited to see who they cast. I know there's a bunch of dream casting, especially for Squirrel Girl, all over, and there's actresses like Mae Whitman and Shannon Purser on people's lists. So who would you cast in these roles? Now, if animated shows are more your cup of tea, Freeform finally has you covered. They have announced a pilot order for their first ever animated comedy called Sticks from the team behind Robot Chicken. The show is being called a Daria mixed with girls. Alright, sounds good so far. So what's the show about? Well, it's gonna follow the life of Sticks, a neurotic 20-something with a head filled of pop culture references and a love of chilies. And for a second there, I thought I might have been reading my Tinder bio, but no, that's the actual character description, and it's pretty relatable if you ask me, because, well, chicken crispers for life, duh. Something else unique about Sticks is, well, she lives with a giant eagle. The show is going to be executive produced by Alana Glazer and Abby Jacobson from Broad City, so get ready for some laughs. Another new show heading your way is with model Carly Kloss. Her show Hollywood Movie Night with Carly Kloss will find the model with her friends giving moment-by-moment commentary on some of their favorite movies. Now, one piece of programming we all loved on ABC Family was the 25 Days of Christmas, and thankfully that has also made its way to Freeform. This holiday season you can actually expect not one, but 2 exciting new holiday movies. Angry Angel comes from Easy A director and producer Will Gluck and tells the story of a young woman who tries to get back to heaven after she seriously messes up. During this quest she bumps into the love of her life, and suddenly heaven doesn't seem so great after all. Then, after many years of rumors and talks, Life Size 2 is finally happening. The sequel to the classic Wonderful World of Disney movie you probably grew up on will see Tyra Banks reprising her role as Eve, but this time around, Eve is all grown up. She's magically awoken to help a young woman learn to live and love again, and along the way she herself will experience the ups and downs of a real life. Now, since the movie is going to be on Freeform and not like Disney Channel, it will be a little edgier than what you've probably seen before. So the big question is, will Lindsay Lohan be returning? Well, not as of yet, but Tyra has extended the invitation.
I would love for Lindsay to do something. Like, Lindsay, so I would love for you to come back and do something on Life Size, will you? Will you?
There's also no word yet on who will actually star opposite Tyra in this movie, but on her wish list is Zendaya, and I definitely would not be mad at that. Alright, so as of now, those are all the new shows and movies confirmed for the 2017 and early 2018 summer 2018 season. In addition, more original Freeform movies are on the way as the network has partnered with People magazine to develop multiple movies ranging from inspiring human interest stories to celebrity biopics, so Lifetime better watch their back. And lastly, get ready to come face to face with your favorite Freeform stars. Some exciting news was announced at the upfronts that the first ever Summer Fling, aka Freeform Fest, will happen in the summer of 2018. It will be a 2-day immersive celebration with performances, panels, and meet and greets with all your favorite stars. Well, it looks like my TV watching schedule just got a little busier. I'm gonna have to go pencil all those in and get a new couch maybe. So let me know which of these new Freeform shows you're most excited for and who you'd love to see in Life Size 2 and New warriors. For even more nuggets of pop culture goodness, you can check out these videos right over here. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my updates. And as always, high five if you've already subscribed. I'm Lisa. Thanks for hanging out with me right here on Shine On Media.